Hello? Hello? Hi, guys. Hydrate? Okay. I will hydrate then. I want to hear more about Pelennor White Streak. Don't yeep? What? Yeep? I'm not allowed to yeep? This isn't your normal time? Yeah. I wanted to talk. I felt like talking. I felt like yapping. And I just got off work. So let's see. This is what else here. Hello Hex. Hello Korik. Hello Grizzly. Hello Marinate. Hello Shrekbeard. Hello Melchior. Hello Stale. Hello, hello, hello. Hello Slaying Beast. Hello Zero. Early bug gets the bird. I got exploding head syndrome moment when I got the notification. What? Why? I'm at the gym and putting you in my pocket. Okay, I'll cheer you on. I'll cheer you on while you do the lifting. You will get the stronger. Also, Cork, thanks so much for the tip off stream. Thank you. The $50 tip. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I will use that for snacks. Is a loud drawing beep with reverb on mobile? Why do you give yourself exploding head syndrome with your notifications? Oh, ads. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, ads. Look out, guys. He likes explosions. He likes Michael Bay. Michael Bay explosion movies. You know Derry is a psyop? What do you mean? How is Derry a psyop? I haven't checked Twitter today. Maybe we'll check Twitter today. Maybe that's something I'll do today. Do during this stream today. Let's see. Let us see what is going on in the neighborhood. Hi, Cup of Toast. How are you? The US had funded cheese caves. Hmm. You mean the Got Milk thing? The Got Milk? I'm checking Twitter right now. I'm browsing Twitter. It's someone's birthday. Someone putting dish detergent in their washer. Like 70 years and holds 1.5 billion pounds of cheese. What do we do with that much cheese? What does one even do? There's a cosplay on my feed. There's a beetle. Command the rats. I'm sleepy and this scared me awake. Aw, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you awake. I didn't mean to scare you awake. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Onikana? Does she have her own sauce? What is this? Mango Molotov? It's a hot sauce? Wait. VTuber hot sauce? VTubers have their own hot sauce? Grimmy has a hot sauce. Wait, but Onikana has one. What is this? The Grimmy hot sauce. We need a cheese audit to make sure no one's siphoning our cheese like the golden audit. If I was gonna have a hot sauce, guys, what flavor would it be? I think I would want hot. True. I would want a very, very fine hot sauce. I don't want like seeds in it. I don't want seeds like floating around it. If there's seeds in it, they better have been blended up into mush. But I saw Onikana have one. Did she make her own? I'm looking for the context here. Maybe she put it in the comments. Oh yeah, okay. Saucy.biz. Shop. There is an Onikana hot sauce. Mango Molotov. It's $15. Whoa. That's cool. That's cool that they have hot sauces. I like hot sauce. You guys can't see it. Here, let me show the website. Let me show the website. Here, I'll show you. There we go. See? They have our own hot sauce. It's got Grimmy shop. They have Grimmy Wants to Kill You, Onikana Mango Molotov, Cottontail VA Ghost Pepper Sauce, VTuber Brainworms. I don't know whose sauce this is. Stay up all night thinking about what happens to you when you die. What if people like you? What if people should like you? It sounds like you're ready to become a VTuber. You start with a fresh, delicious hot sauce. Curated by Grimmy. Oh, this is another Grimmy sauce. It's just got worms on it. Grimmy launched this, right? Is Grimmy here again? Little bit of torture. Created by Grimmy. Is there like an About Us? I don't see one. But this looks yummy. Bug sauce soon. I want to try some. Which one would I try? Okay, so this one, Grimmy Wants to Kill You. Fresh Carolina Reapers. Blend together small batches. What is in it? Is it just Carolina Reapers? Okay, Louisiana hot sauce, aged red peppers, vinegar, salt, xanthan gum, distilled vinegar, crushed tomato, roasted red peppers, onions, Carolina Reaper peppers, garlic. Can you read that? And its Fiji sauce is gonna be called the Cow Killer. I mean, this one sounds good. It's just, you know, when the lower something is on the ingredient list, it's actually very, it's like less concentrated. So this is mostly red peppers. Which could be, I don't know what you define a red pepper as. Like, because even jalapenos turn red over time. What is the industry standard red pepper? Let's read the Mango Molotov one. Oh, it doesn't show the ingredients. Oni Sayop. Mango, habaneros, lime, and other spices. Probably cayenne. Are you streaming? It's not midnight? Yeah, I just got off work. We're looking at their hot sauces. This is a really good idea. I like this. And I like hot sauces. I wonder if I could try for this. Maybe. Maybe. What's in this one? A little torture. So vinegar, serranos, sugar, salt, garlic. So this is the serrano based one. Oh, serrano pepper. Pineapple bomb. Pineapple, water, onion, habanero, peppers, natural sugar, orange juice, pineapple. This is very fruity. This is very fruity. Let's read the Contil one. Oh. Ghost pepper sauce with a great flavor. It doesn't show anything else. Why a fruit hot sauce? Because sweet makes heat more intense. If you end up with like a syrupy kind of consistency as well, then it like sticks to your throat more. It sticks to your tongue and throat more as well. It stays in your mouth and burns for longer. Sweet also balances out a lot of flavors. I think so. If I was to have a hot sauce, I really enjoy the Torchbearer, what is it? Garlic Carolina Reaper sauce. I just wish it wasn't as runny. Well, I don't know. I kind of like runny sauces because I like Tabasco. And cream orange chicken. I tried the Last Dab hot sauce, and it kind of gives me like a chili taste to it, like if you're eating chili. But so far, Last Dab, which version? The XXX one, the one with the 3 different strains of like the X-rated X peppers. I like it. I like it. I put them on sausage mainly. Like I used to have I used to eat a lot of like kielbasa as like my lunch. It would just be a piece of kielbasa and maybe a little bit of rice, and then I would just put hot sauce on it. I would take the hot sauce with me to work. But this is really cool. This is really cool. This is really cool. That is pretty cool. Let's go back to right here. And go back to this background. Alright. Let's see. What else is on Twitter.com? I'm gonna like this. Like this tweet. Imagine taking rice instead of 4 diced and fried potatoes. Do some job hunting today, looking to do something else. Catch you later. Have a good stream. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Let's see. I'm seeing a lot of comics. I'm seeing Fuwawa Boing Boing. Like underboob. I can't show you. I can't show you guys my Twitter feed. Sorry. It's not lewd. It's just like a figurine and they took a picture from an underboob angle. Go underboob better. Nothing scary when you have a gun. Bullet prices go up 2%. Oh no! Alright, if we want some spicy stuff to happen, if I want to feel bad, let's go to For You on my Twitter. Oh my god. Did you guys see that Vesper is back? Vesper is back. She was gone for so long. She was gone for like 5 months, guys, because she was sick. You want to feel bad? No. It's just for you. Sometimes has spicy stuff. And it makes me feel bad. Is there any way the hell you're talking about since Brandon never stopped streaming? No, Vesper _ AWOL. Vesper had COVID. Really bad COVID. So she was away. She was missing in action. Reddit lies. There's a Twitter called Reddit lies. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna read this post. I'm gonna read this. Oh, the throwing stuff. Let me turn that on. I forgot to turn that on. The throwing stuff. I forgot. I will redeem it. I will redeem once I find it. It's his shame. I'm launching it. I'm launching it. You're gonna see it in a second. It's gonna pop up on the screen. I'm launching it, guys. Wait. Wait. Hold on. It's launching. I forgot. This is what happens when you gorilla. This is what happens when you do a surprise streamerino. Is this a lie too? What's this gonna pop on the stream? No. Twitch integrated throwing system. Dude, it takes forever to launch. Give it a moment. It takes a moment, okay? Hold on. Guys, listen. Listen. All right. There it goes. There it goes. There we go. Okay. It should work now. Wait, is it invisible? Oh, there it is. There we go. So we had 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there you go. There you go. Alright, I'm going to read this Reddit post. I'm going to read this Reddit post. Okay. Here we go. Am I going to die alone? I'm 28 years old, and what many women would describe as a loser. I still live with my parents and work a very undesirable job at Walmart. I used to be ambitious. I went to school for 6 years and got my bachelor's degree in computer science. I worked hard on getting good grades and even graduated with 4.0 GPA. I'm proud of myself, but my graduation was nearly 1.5 years ago. I'm still working a shitty $14 an hour job at Walmart with high school kids who earn the same as me. My dreams are kind of trashed when I started applying for entry-level jobs after graduation and couldn't land a single damn interview. I had no internships or work experience to use, so eventually I just kind of gave up. What else was I supposed to do? I haven't applied for anything with my degree in 6 to 7 months. I just don't think I'm capable of landing any good job with my degree at this point. It feels worthless, and I can't see why any woman around my age would want to date a guy like me that has nothing to offer. A good steady job that pays well is about the only thing I could be brought to the table to attract someone. Wait, is this person... Oh, he's really lonely. Okay. In terms of looks, I am incredibly short, 5'4" in height. I have bad skin that I do try to control. I take care of my hygiene and make sure I smell good and dress well. I can't do anything about my bad looks and short hair, so I'm not attracting anyone that way. But life is just incredibly lonely. I have no friends and struggle to socialize well. I don't even know what I would talk about with someone I'd be interested in dating. I have never been in a relationship before either, and I'm a virgin. Sometimes I feel like I've gone too far and nobody would ever want to date me. Realistically, am I going to die alone? Should I come to terms with that and try to find a way to live with being lonely. All right, so here's a couple things. Here's a couple things to unpack here. Here's a couple things to unpack here with this Reddit post. All right. Okay, let's start from the top. The computer science industry scam. Okay. What are you yapping about? I got lost. I just read a Reddit post. If someone is going to die alone. Okay, so let me illuminate you guys. If you are an American trying to get into computer science via college, and only college, you are doomed to fail. And here's why. Here's why. You are competing in probably one of the largest rat races in the job industry right now. Same as IT. If you are also going to IT and you're going to IT with only a college degree, you are doomed to fail. The reason why, you are competing with people who learn IT, who learn programming in middle school and high school, while most Americans only learn science, like computer science programming, in college. And these people that you're competing with are people working on work visas. So they'll work for cheaper too. They will work for cheaper too. Because they want to keep their visa and they want to stay here. They want to stay here in America. So getting a bachelor's degree in computer science and having a good GPA is not an automatic success, because that market is so unbelievably filled with people. It is so unbelievably filled. There's so many people doing that. Like, for the price of one American employee, they can hire a team of computer scientists in India. A single American employee with benefits and like an average salary for a programmer, they can hire an entire team of computer science graduates in India remotely. That's the reality of the situation. That's the reality of the situation. So there's also like this fallacy, like being successful at, like, okay, people have this preconceived idea. Like, okay, well, I don't know. People have been conditioned that way. What my idea of success is may be different from other people's idea of success. Am I right? This person views success as working hard, getting a good education, and getting a good paying job. And then using that to leverage to get a relationship. Like, having money is nice. Having a good paying job is nice. But I think ultimately what people should focus on is if they're happy. Unless you get happiness from something shitty. But you need to focus on what makes you happy. More than anything, if you're trying to attract someone, if you're trying to find a partner, don't look for a partner. Just focus on yourself and be happy. And someone will fall in your lap. Okay. Someone will just fall in your lap one day. Someone will see how happy you are, and they will want to share that happiness. They will want you to share that happiness. Yeah, it doesn't work for guys, thanks to the optimism, though. I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just my perception of it. That's just my perception of it. Probably find someone by being a sweetheart. Women don't actively seek men, it's the other way around. It's simple, just grim love you VTubers. So rude, so true, so real. This is a little off the mark, but I do enjoy the vibes. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about then. If chat's ready to argue with me. Brave female take, men don't get approached. Am I stupid? Am I stupid? Just argue back? Should I be grooming the bug? No, I'm ungroomable. I'm ungroomable, bros. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Okay. Maybe I'm not ungroomable. I have a story. I have a story, okay. Alright, because this might end up being a clip, so I'm turning the background music off. Have you guys heard the Gaia Online story? Have you heard the Gaia Online story? So the Gaia Online story, here for those of you who are unaware, I've been around the block on the internet. I've been playing video games on the internet for a very long time, and a game I used to play a lot of social media games. A game I used to play was a Gaia Online, which is like a social media avatar dress-up game. Okay. But there were places you could walk around with your avatar and sit down and socialize with people and all that. I had this vampire boy character. Okay. And I was sitting under the tree to hide from the sun because I was edgy. And this woman in a red dress, her avatar was a woman in a red dress, approaches me. And we're talking and we're being friendly. And she asked me this question. She asked me, "Are you a virgin?" And me, being at the time underaged, when I was playing Gaia Online, I thought she meant vegan. I thought she meant vegan, guys. She was asking me if I eat meat or not. That's how I perceived it. That's how I perceived it. So I said no. And then she asked me, how was it? And I was like, what? Eating meat? Well, hold on. Hold on. That conversation got really uncomfortable. That conversation got really, really uncomfortable very quickly. To the point of where I just logged off without saying anything. I just kind of left. But that was scary. That was scary. That's the Gaia Online story. I said that no, I was not a vegan. I said, well, not vegan. That's a vegan dumb child on the internet, yeah. I needed adult supervision then. But I didn't have it. I was unsupervised on the internet. That's the Gaia Online story. I'm playing the music again. Kind of fucked? Yeah. Yeah. It's scary. People are scary, man. You gotta be careful. There's two dudes and guys talking about food. Are you a virgin? No, I like meat, and then just vanishes. Oh my god. Oh my god. The online story is the one time I logged in during a free computer time in school and my classmates saw the sexy shopkeepers and made fun of me. Are your classmates gay? What? Scab is not allowed to look at hot women? I bet Scab looked at the mechanic girl in Gaia Online. The mechanic girl. The shopkeeper who sells you cars for the racing game. Mechanic babes are sublime. I'm looking through Twitter some more. Blue lobster jump scare on the Lost Meme Archive. EA cracking down on a mod for Sims 4. Inject overall wearing anime girls into my veins, please, Goss. I think you hit on by women without knowing. That is the thing that happens. That is the thing that happens. Men are very oblivious. Never happened to me, must be false. You look at women, they like dudes. That's kind of gay. True. You're so real for that one. Oh my god. There's a guy on Twitter using a lighter and bug spray to make a tiny flamethrower. Have you ever had those things explode on you? You ever had them explode? Because the fire will go back into the can and cause it to explode. See, we had this kid in my school. You know, for some reason, all the boys at school back then liked Axe body spray. They really liked Axe body spray. I think this is around the time the chocolate flavor had came out, because that was literally anytime after gym, after the boys came out, it always smelled like this weird rotten chocolate. Anyways, one of them managed to mess up his hand really bad because he decided he wanted to use his Axe body spray as a flamethrower at school. I don't know what the point of that one was. I'm just kind of doing it to show off. Nice. Because it's cool? Just get a flamethrower. They're in your gardening section. They use them for I think, for dealing with invasive plant species. Just get an actual flamethrower. You tell me you wouldn't want a flamethrower? Not one that blows up in your hands. Not the bug spray one. They aren't flamethrowers? Long propane torches on a stick? What do you mean? What do you mean, though? New art idea? Tuju the flamethrower? Oh, there's like a 6th scene. What was it? It makes me think of The Thing. Remember The Thing? How they had flamethrowers? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Over 600 people working on Marathon for 5+ years, and they all came up with a PvP game with 3 maps and shitty stolen graphics. Shut them down already? Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. Don't remind me. Man, like I said, I wanted Marathon to succeed just so I could hope and pray we get another Marathon. Another Marathon game. But it didn't happen. Bungie used to mean something? No. You know, we can't even say an old Bungie was the one to go for. Because old Bungie is who worked on Concord. You know what I mean? Sony canceled all marketing for Marathon. Or maybe Thief for 3 aren't so bad. What did they do to Halo? They made Halo into something else. And that automatically pissed off everyone in Halo who liked Halo. Like, how many Halo games are there? I don't know anything about 343. How many Halo games even are there? I don't know. Are there like 6? 343 fucked up my game like 5 times. Yeah. They took the flagship series for Xbox and put out like 5 consecutive bad games. In a merit-based society, they would be fired. Five bad games in a row. Wait, they added Springtrap to Dead by Daylight? Wasn't this like the meme that they joked about? Like, they were memeing this is gonna happen? And it finally happened, I guess? Talking all Halo games? For these spin-offs? I like Halo Wars 1. I like Halo Wars 1. Even though I never actually played it, I only played the demo. And someone made that though? Halo Wars 1 was great. Yeah, I only played the demo. Back when places actually did demos, you know what I mean? Now people don't do demos anymore. When's the last time you've seen a demo? You could just play it? I could. Yesterday on Steam? Guys, so much is going on. There's a lot I want to talk about. Steam Next Fest? 500 of them? Plenty of demos on Steam, but none of them are like the old freeware demos. Yeah, I love downloading demos on the Xbox 360. I loved that. Good devs still put out demos? Yeah. Or they do some shit like, oh yeah, just pirate my game. That's what they'll say. Remember Notch telling people who like wanted to demo Minecraft to just like, oh yeah, just play a cracked version. That's what he said. That's what he said. And I'm not saying to do that. I'm not, you know, against Twitch TO, I'm not saying to do that. I'm just repeating what Notch said. You know what I mean? Notch said on Twitter that if you wanted to try Minecraft, to just crack it. Are you getting the normal amount of sleep? No. Telling people to play cracks is a sign of confidence in most cases. It's pretty cool and it confirms their hard work. Yeah. Do you guys remember the original thing, the description that Notch had for the origin of Minecraft? Dude, why is this on the Red Bull website? The history of Minecraft is on Red Bull website. No, I'm trying to find the original ship post. Because it had something to do with like an opossum or a raccoon. It was on the original Minecraft web. I can't remember. We need like a Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine. Do you remember that there used to be a free creative Minecraft on the website that you could just go to? You didn't even need to install Minecraft. You could just play it on the browser. Remember that? The alpha was free, wasn't it? Yeah. Did they take that down? Wait, why did people also ask? This is on Google. People also ask, is Minecraft good or bad for your brain? Let's see the answer. It improves your communication and cooperative skills as you work towards the same goal. All these skills help brain function and set you out for life. In fact, a study conducted in Gazlo City in 2017 states that playing Minecraft increases people's communication, adaptability, and resourcefulness. Minecraft is good for you. Minecraft is better than water. You bought the game back in beta and paid $600. You had your name in the credits. I don't recall it being on Messiah. Just had people in the school hand out USB sticks of 1.42 and 1.43. I think Minecraft in browser was nice, so you could put an end username in the old launcher and hit login. It didn't author you. You couldn't connect to online servers, but in Land and Hamachi you could. Ooh. Yeah. Man. That makes me... I used to play so much Minecraft, guys. Do you think Minecraft made me smart? Or do you think Minecraft made me dumb? I might be dumb. There's a good chance I'm dumb. I just need to walk back on the whole 2 clients you had to buy separately. Microsoft moment. Dinosaurs are so cool. Dinosaurs are so cool. Minecraft rotted your brain? Did it? Did it? Did you make you smarter with regard to creative problem solving? Dude, I love sandboxes. I love Sandbox. I've literally, like, think about it. Star Sector, Kenshi, Stalker Anomaly. My big three for like 8 months. You know what I mean? I grew up on Gary's Mod and Minecraft and Roblox online. I love sandboxes, bro. Sandboxes are peak. I also grew up on Flash games. I grew up on Flash games. This is like, have you ever played the Flash game Dark Cut? It's literally like a medical surgery game. And it made me be like, oh, that's so cool. It made me be like, man, I hope this applies in real life, because I guess that's what I would have to do if you have an arrow in your leg. At least I know how to treat an arrow in the leg. Newgrounds? It was on Armor Games as well. I think Armor Games literally took some of their Flash games and put them on Steam now. Crazy Monkey Games? Yeah. There was also, what was there? There was Stick Page. What was there? Congregate? Congregate? Congregate, something like that? Yeah. They made a lot of, like... Dude! Albino Black Sheep? Oh, I remember Albino Black Sheep. I do too. Congregate made, like, card-based chess battlers. Auto chess games. Before auto chess got super popular. They did. They had so many. They had like 3 or 4 mobile games that were all auto battlers that were literally just, you make a deck and you put it, yeah, auto bug games. You made a deck and they just fought. They just fought the opponent. Auto battlers is so boring to watch. Were you around when I streamed the Bazaar? That was my first auto battler. Well, no, I guess that wasn't my first auto battler, now that I think about it, because I played those Congregate games. The scroller free run racing game? Well, Flash games always make me think about the Fancy Pants adventure game. I remember Fancy Pants. Newgrounds taught me so many things that would be helpful in life. I learned about Russian roulette off of Newgrounds. I was watching a movie with my parents, and I was a wee buggy, and they talk about Russian roulette. I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to play that. And they're like, excuse me? There was this one game on Newgrounds, I think it was literally just called Orange Juice, where it was Russian roulette, but the main characters were all like orange people. Like their heads were oranges. And then the body was just like kind of like stick figure-ish. But they were basically, the atmosphere of the game was like political prisoners or something, or just people in jail being forced to play Russian roulette. And it was called Orange Juice because, you know, when their heads explode, that happens. Dude, Buckshot Roulette was so much fun. Tanged? Is that the name of the game? I thought it was called Orange Juice. There's this video that Pippa reposted of a guy live streaming in an abandoned building and suddenly getting chased by a monster and immediately panicking. I miss all the VTubers typoing buckshot roulette into backshot roulette. Dude, I typoed this shit on purpose because it's funny. That shit's hilarious. I wonder if the devs saw that shit and lost their shit. I wonder if they lost their shit seeing that. Boom ba-doom ba-doom. I don't know how I don't know how it was possible for me to spend as much time as I did playing competitive video games. Not like I was in a professional scene, I just mean games that were competitive in nature, like League of Legends. I can't believe I spent as much time as I did playing League of Legends in high school. I can't believe I spent as much time as I did playing Dota. You like, thank you for the 50 months, Stagger Ace. You look back at that shit and you're like, what the fuck was I doing? Yeah, you think about how much brain damage you got from MOBAs. Will I ever be the same? Will I ever live a normal life having played ranked League of Legends and taking it seriously? I don't think I'll ever live a normal life anymore. The thought of Smite. I tried Smite. Smite was actually kind of fun. Dude, you know what MOBA was actually really fucking fun? I really enjoyed the micro characters in Heroes of the Storm. I really enjoyed Lost Vikings. Because it took all of my attention. If I was to ever stream that game, if I was a streamer back then, I would have tried streaming it and I would have been completely silent towards chat. I would have been focusing on playing Vikings. I would have been super focused on playing Vikings. Enter your cryogenics chamber in hopes in the future they find a cure for having played Lee. Dude, they thawed out some of those people that they cryogenically froze and they just turned into mush. They just turned into mush, guys. They turned into people soup. They broke down at like a cellular level. Some people are cryogenically frozen immediately after they died because they're rich and they're hoping for sometime in the future they find a cure for whatever they have so they get thawed out and cured and survive again. But in actuality, nothing to keep the cells together, renewed, return to basic materials, yeah. Bro became raw carbon. They disintegrated. Do you think they would have been better off if they went with the drying route instead? They just got put in a salt room and mummified and then rehydrated with water later on. Just leave them in a bowl of water. Have I told the story about how I almost drowned myself? Hold on. I'm gonna turn the music off for this one. Alright, here's the story about me almost drowning myself. So, little Buggy was in the pool all by herself, okay? And I had little arm floaties, right? So I could stay afloat. I knew how to swim, but I was still little enough to where they were concerned, so they gave me arm floaties. Here I was alone in the pool. I thought, hey, What if I put the arm floaties on my ankles instead? So I try that. And of course, immediately, my ankles go up above and my feet go above the water, but my head is underwater. And I'm like, well, this is a predicament. So I just went over to the edge of the pool and just pulled myself up. I had to handstand myself underwater to the edge of the pool. If it was a deeper pool and if it was a bigger pool, I would be very drowned. I would have been very drowned. Oh my god. I was not the smartest person in the world. I was not the smartest kid. Guys, I was taught how to tie my shoes by my little brother. Really need a handler? Listen, I was little back then. I had the brain the size of a pea. I had the brain the size of a pea. The handler since you're taller now? Bruh. Dude, I don't want to stop wearing jackets, man. I always love cold weather because I get to wear jackets, right? But now that it's hot outside, wearing a jacket is unpractical. Even though my drip includes wearing a jacket. Even though I think I look better in a jacket, I have to take it off. Which makes you sad. Doesn't that make you sad? I wish I could wear a jacket forever. I wish I lived somewhere colder. Or just wear it, get heat stroke. Wake up at 7 a.m. and it's already too hot for a sweatshirt. Winter clothes are peak. I love the winter. It's not good for when you want to grow plants, though. It's not good for when you want to grow plants, because I do want to grow plants someday. Having a greenhouse would be lovely. If you had a greenhouse, but you only had enough room for really, like, one plant, what plant would it be? What plant would it be? I already know what Hex's answer is. He would say potatoes. He'd probably grow red potatoes. Why would I need a greenhouse? You're right. Potatoes don't need a greenhouse. They'll grow anywhere. Tomatoes? Russet's red suck? I like red potatoes. Dude, tomatoes? That reminds me. Freaky, we were learning... Okay, I had a biology class in college, and we had a part about genetically modified food. And I hear this sassy woman sitting behind me eating her Bojangles 4-piece combo. Talking about, you can't just go around... She whispered to herself, you can't just go around changing up people's food like that. Okay, and I'm just like... You're eating genetically modified food right now. You're eating genetically modified food right now. Do you think chickens look like that all the time? Chickens have gotten way bigger and fatter because of domestication and genetic modification. Potatoes didn't used to be so big either. Man. And besides, let's say, like, is there even a market for, like, non-GMO, farm? Like, farming? I know there's, like, a market for, like, no antibiotics, no, kind of beef, right? Is there? Do people grow old watermelons? I mean, like, what's the deal? Like, a farmer has the choice between growing a genetically modified food that gives more food, gives more food, is hardier to pests, is hardier to the weather, has more yield, versus, like, the original watermelon. Do old watermelons even exist anymore? I've never seen modified. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. US is way better food standard than the US. The US has overdone it by a shitload. Good morning. Dude, if I was a farmer and I had the choice between regular tomato and a genetically modified tomato named Big Red Fat Bastard the Third, what the fuck? Of course I'm choosing Big Red Fat Bastard the Third. Why wouldn't I? Hell yeah. I wonder who looked at that old watermelon that was like 99% rind and green shit and decided they were gonna make it into actual food. How did they know it was gonna become red? There wasn't even that much red. Whoever, I guess that's, like, would you say domesticating? Whoever domesticated that plant to make it what it is now? Who did that? Who is John Watermelon? Selectively grown? Yeah, they just chose the best one each time until they eventually end up with what we have now. Like, this one's awesome. Let's grow this one. Are you back then? No, I think they applied the same process as apples and watched what happened over time. Can you believe lemons aren't even real? Lemons are genetically modified. They're, well, kind of. They're a cross between another thing and a citron. Lemon psyop? We invented lemons. Can you grow potatoes on a tree? Dude, I feel like Pascal would know. Fucked up cross between 2 of the 6 primordial citrus. Yeah. Pascal would know. Is it possible to grow potatoes on a tree? Bananas aren't the same as they used to be? Yeah. There's something about most limes being sold, unprocessed, and eaten unripe. Don't recall the details. No, that would be fucked up and evil. I don't know why. I read the message first before I read your name. I thought Flies said that. That feels like something Flies would say. Kijiji, I know they're immune that hates olives, but I need to ask your opinion on grapefruits. Grapefruits? I think it's something you learn to appreciate if you grow up with it. If your dad ate grapefruit in the morning, like every day, like, you know, the Cartoon Network breakfast of dads, which was just a single grapefruit and a coffee, and then you got exposed to that and you ever asked your dad, hey, what does that taste like? Then you probably like grapefruit. It's kind of like how you get exposed to it. Like, if you're in your mama's tummy and she eats something weird, you end up liking it, right? That's how it works. That's how it works. It's kind of the same thing. So I think grapefruit is okay because my dad ate grapefruit in the morning and I ended up trying it. I've also eaten whole grapefruits myself. Yeah, but I ate a grapefruit this way once. One time, I didn't split it down the middle and eat like the little half triangles, wedge spears. I peeled a grapefruit once. I peeled a grapefruit once and had like the whole spear. And ate the whole spear. Rind and all. I peeled a grapefruit. Yes, I did. This music kind of makes me want to play Dredge again. Dredge was a cool game. I think we were like 3/4 done with Dredge. No, we were like halfway. No, we were like 3/5 done with Dredge. Orange's skin and all. Dude, mosquitoes must hate you. You know orange peels? Like the juice inside of them make bugs go away. It makes mosquitoes fly away. Bug, when are you going to bed? Technically, I was supposed to go to bed 7 minutes ago. Understand eating the apple core? Wait, I haven't even talked about the things I want to talk about, though. Guys, this week has been crazy. This week has been really crazy. It's been bananas. So, first off, what happened on Tuesday is I didn't stream on Tuesday. The reason being was because I needed time to back up my phone and do other preparatory stuff because my phone on Memorial Day started boot looping. It started boot looping. It started, whenever I turn it off and turn it back on, it'll boot up over and over and over again. And I have to break it out of it with a recovery mode. And that's only a temporary solution. I looked up what this entails for my particular phone, and this is basically the beginning of the end for it. It eventually, within the coming days, sometime maybe early next month, it'll probably break. That's just how it is. That phone is done for. A Chinese hat version of Clash of Clans? No. So I had to buy a new phone. I ordered a new phone, and you might have saw it earlier when I pulled up Firefox. But I'm trying a whole new brand. You see, I'm kind of a broke bitch, okay? I'm kind of broke. I'm not one to buy new iPhones either. I'm not one to buy, you know, very expensive ones. So, I'm going for a different phone entirely. And let me show you. I'll shrink down. This is OnePlus, okay? I'm not sponsored or anything, but look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. This phone, $230, 8 GB RAM, 128 GB ROM. Get this. Look at this shit. It has... What does it have? It's not showing it. I don't know where to show it. Camera is huge. Okay, it's got a nice camera. You know, it's fine. Not the best on the market. It's got these Snapdragon processors. It has an SD slot. Like a mic... What is this called? What is this called again? Expendable... SD card. SD... What are these called? One of these. Micro SD. A micro SD card. You could put a micro SD card in this and have up to an extra terabyte. And then, another thing, It says big speakers. It doesn't show it. But you see this right here where my cursor is? This is an audio jack for normal headphones. For wired headphones, guys. In 2025. I was looking at this phone pretty hard. It has a headphone jack. Yeah. My phone is one of those. Your phone is also very old. But it's 2017. Yeah. A headphone jack and a micro SD card. In a decent package. For $230, guys. What size is it? I don't know. But this is the OnePlus Nord N30 5G. And apparently, I think they might be discontinued. But they still have them. So if you want them, you might want to grab it. This is an Android phone. Smoking Crack, thanks so much for the follow. That's a beastly name, bro. That's a beastly name. Crack with 2 C's? No, 3 C's? Sorry, so sorry. Ending with 2 C's. 3 C's total. Does it work with every carrier? I'd assume so. I'd assume it's unlocked. Remember the hype around the OnePlus One coming out? The crazy invitation only? Really? So, Jaman, you're European, okay? OnePlus, I never even heard of OnePlus until earlier this week, okay? Check carrier compatibility. There you go. OnePlus is like... When you think of American phones... When you're thinking of American phones, you think iPhone. You think Samsung. You think Motorola. You think... what else is there? Google phones. That's what you think of. Am I missing any? OnePlus I'd never heard of. Then make exceptions after the 3rd iteration. Also, this one is in the same price range, worse camera, but better CPU and GPU. Thanks for you. Ooh. Pixel? That's a Google phone. Pixel's a Google phone. There's Samsung, but Motorola and iPhone. Yeah. Was it just in this or a Red Magic phone? Yeah, I didn't even know Red Magic phones existed until someone showed it to me. Until Seki showed it to me. Which is a gaming phone. It is a phone dedicated towards gaming. Something else has audio jacks for what it's worth. Dedicated WAM. But this is a really interesting phone. $230? You might be able to get it for cheaper on Amazon. That's not bad. That's not bad. You could get an extended warranty. Here's the deal, though. Here's what I ended up going for. Because this is a generation behind, you get it for cheaper, right? Right now, they have the OnePlus 13 and the OnePlus 13R. I ended up going for a OnePlus 12. This is what I'm gonna try. Look at that crazy camera. Look at that huge camera. I hope I'm not making a mistake. I hope everything works out. I have never used OnePlus before. Buy a $750 phone. I'm getting mine used. Looks great for taking feet pics? Get out of here. You're gross. But here's what I'm mainly focused on. 4 major Android updates and 5 years of security updates. Guaranteed. This phone came out 2024, like 6 months ago. 6 months ago. So this is gonna hold up for a while. I can vouch they do provide the updates. I'm looking forward to this because I bought my Pixel phone, and then it felt like 2 years later they stopped supporting it already. Dedicated forum for compatibility issues. That's a feature in the US? Dude, if you buy a Red Magic phone, you have 1 year of updates. You get 1 major Android update. That's it. Then they drop it. They stop updating. It really depends on who you're getting it from. But that's illegal here. This right here. This is what sold me. As I want a phone that lasts forever. You know what I mean? I want it to be supported for a very long time. Like, I didn't find out, like, I hate finding out later on, like, that apparently I've been not receiving security updates for years now with my Google phone. Sony phones still get security updates 7 years in. Dude. That's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah, this is a crazy looking camera. Crazy. Anyways, it's got some 16 GB RAM with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. A nice display. 4th gen Hasselblad. I don't even know what that means. But it seems like a nice camera. And then a good battery. Got a Pixel 6 before going strong before the pandemic. How is the Pixel 6? Because I heard with Pixel 6 and beyond, they stopped using the CPUs that they were using before. They started using their own Google CPUs. And I was told that Google's own CPUs are so unstable that if you use Gmail on a Google phone, it will crash sometimes. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. If you use Google's own apps, it will crash. Stop yapping, go to sleep, you need rest. But I'm not even done talking about all the things I want to talk about. Grr. Grr. Alright, let me disclaimer what I said about Red Magic phones. I'm pretty sure you only get 1 major Android update. I'm pretty sure. But I might be wrong. I'm just going off of memory. I could be remembering wrong. HMD Skyline, not only they sell parts for it at reasonable prices, they won't void your warranty if you fix it yourself. That sounds amazing, actually. HMD Skyline. I haven't heard of them. Only really on Limbus Company? Limbus Company! Dedicated wham. Honestly, though, this is probably overkill for what I wanted, though. Like, I probably could have gotten away with the $230 phone. All I do on my phone is I need phone calls, I need Discord, I need two-factor authentication, I need Twitter. That's about it. I don't really do a whole lot on my phone. I don't play games on my phone. Get a Temu phone? It's not overkill. You'll appreciate the hardware overhead when future apps become more demanding. Dude, I hope Google Authenticator doesn't become a demanding app. I think I'd scream. I think I would scream if that happened. Need grub tracking. Gotta keep an eye on them. Oh my gosh. So, the next thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing I wanted to talk about is my work schedule is going bananas. Things are happening at work. Hold on, it didn't change the background like it should. Things are happening. Someone... I don't know how much I'm allowed to disclose. But basically, someone got fired. And now there might be openings on the weekend, and technically I might get called to fill them in. Which is a thing that might start happening. I might have to, until they find a replacement for that person that got fired, I might need to cover a weekend shift from time to time. And then this Thursday, I might not stream. Because what's going on? Even though I'm planning to have a collab with Bagman and Pickle, I might have to come in and work earlier because someone working in the camera room is on vacation. So this week, there's a lot going on. My phone died, someone got fired, and someone's going on vacation. So the schedule is going to be a little volatile, unfortunately. Right when I started wanting to do a lot of collabs too, because I also did plan to do a collab with Doggy on Saturday. Tell them no. I need the money. I need the overtime right now. Because I'm buying a new phone. I need to buy new tires as well. I need to buy new tires. You'll be their bitch boy forever? I'm kind of a flex officer. I haven't agreed to be a flex officer, but I flexed for them so much they gave me flex officer pay. They gave me a raise for flex officering so much. My one day off to G hates me. You don't need new tires, just drift to work? No. I need new tires. I also need to pump air in them, which I'm probably gonna do tonight. I'm gonna pump air in my tires tonight, probably. They're a little overdue for that. Well, what else did I want to cover? New tires make you faster. True. So true. I don't know what else I wanted to cover. I think that was it. I kind of rushed to cover the last few things because I wanted to talk about them. I guess we could end... Sad face. I guess we could end the hour-and-a-half Gorillazatsu. Won't you miss me, though? Won't you miss me talking about hot sauce and reading Reddit posts and ranting about the computer science industry and IT, and then about just being happy will make people like you? Only 90 minutes? She hates us. No. No. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I live in a society where people have to go to sleep. It's so sad. This is so sad, bros. How dare people go to sleep? Enjoying the Eurostream? I actually hang out for once. Should I do more morning time, like, gorilla streams? Wait, how many people are even here? I imagine this is probably like a huge, like, discombobulate to everyone. To the usual viewers. They're like, what's going on? I imagine not that many people are here. Yeah, 36. Okay, that's a reasonable amount. That's a reasonable amount. My last just chatting had like 60 people by the end of it, but I also went for like 7 hours. 60 people listening to me talk for 7 hours straight. That's crazy. She comes home to tell us about life? Yeah. True. How dare my body even demand a little rest? Why can't I work? Oh. Sorry, guys. I relapsed on something. I've been drinking Monsters again. And holy shit, is my work productivity way higher. I feel like when I drink coffee, my heart hates it. But when I drink a Monster, it's more paced out. Go sleep? I said, I'm getting the cattle prod! No! I enjoy hearing you talk a lot more now that you're not suffering all the time. Yeah. Jamon and I have been homies forever. And Jamon has heard me before I was a streamer. And also heard me bitch and moan about my old job. You're gonna get zapped? Zappity zap zap. Why are you gonna zap me? Like one of those zap lanterns and the fly flies into it on a cartoon? Is that what's gonna happen? You're crazy. You're all crazy. Twitchy chuggy? No, a cattle prod? True. Okay, okay. Let's find someone to raid. Let's find someone to raid. Who the flip am I raiding? Who the frickaroni? Parade of Wasps, thanks so much for the follow. That is a very cool bug-inspired name. Bug-themed name. Bug at this hour? Yeah. Who the twitchy buggy are we raiding? Ooh. I think I'm gonna raid Quist Gaming. Quist is playing Noida. I used to watch Quist a lot when I was up during these hours in my old job. Quist is pretty cool. Start raid. Alright, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning into my stream. I hope you had a blast listening to me yap. Go say hi to Quist. Quist is pretty cool. They spam my Twitchy raid emote. My Twitch raid emote. Spam that one. I'm gonna go sleep. Festival of Bees, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you. Are you guys like together? This is a funny bit. Bye, Buggo. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. I have a Discord. Join it if you want.